What is up, Kirby family? We are back with another video with this handsome little bugger.
Whoa.
But today, Brayden has no idea what we're doing, but...
It's true, I even asked her, she said, you'll see. I was like, okay, well, fine.
And it's mainly because he's... I'm gonna give you this.
Thank you.
He's never on Instagram, so...
That's true.
See. But...
Did you put a poll up?
Questionnaire.
Oh, a questionnaire.
So, as I was saying on my Instagram, if you're not following, I'll explain a bit. I was on YouTube the other day, and I was seeing kind of a pattern of all these new parent, first-time parent Q&A sort of thing, but it was always like the mom answering questions. So I thought it'd be fun to do a first-time dad Q&A for all the dads out there, or soon-to-be dads. So it's a first-time dad Q&A, because obviously... Dad
power.
Okay, this is his first child, and he's only been a dad for almost 4 months now, so not long. I put up a questionnaire on my Instagram. Thank you to everyone who put in a question. I think this is going to be fun for Warren to look back on and listen to what his dad's true feelings were as a first-time dad. Wow, we're really starting off strong, I guess. Is there parenting style Haley does/doesn't do that you disagree with? So is there things I do that you disagree with, or things I don't do that you wish, like, that you think we should do?
I don't think so.
Oh, good.
I think, number one, I think you know more about babies than I do. First of all, I think that the biggest thing that you have to agree on as a parent is like how to discipline your children.
We're not there yet, though.
But exactly, like there's no reason to discipline it. He's not even 4 months old. I think you could almost be more strict about people holding him and...
See, that's the thing with me, is I am super strict with it, but I make him be the bad guy and say things to people.
That's what I'm saying. Is like you could be more strict.
I'm not good with confrontation. Whatever.
Confrontation.
What's your favorite chore that has to do with helping the baby? Diapers, bath, nap time, etc.
Nap time.
Because you just have to hold him.
Yeah. I don't have to do anything.
He's a snuggler.
And he seems to nap for me pretty easily if I'm just holding him. So I can just do other things while he's napping.
Who dropped him first? Don't lie.
No one's dropped him.
I don't think he throws.
Yeah.
I haven't dropped him. Have you dropped him?
No, I haven't dropped him.
He seems pretty okay to me.
I dropped him on purpose.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
He thought it was so fun. I dropped him on the bed.
Oh.
From like 2 inches.
Favorite and least favorite part about being dad?
Favorite part is the baby. Mm-hmm.
He's pretty cute.
And I would say more specifically is making him laugh and smile is my absolute favorite part.
He's a very serious baby, so if you can get him to smile, it's pretty impressive, and he gets him to smile more than anyone else, so...
What can I say? Least favorite part is probably,
I don't know what you're gonna say.
The lack of sleep that Haley gets.
Oh. Aww.
Because it makes me sad when you don't get to sleep all you need, and then she gets mad at me too easier. So it's both ways.
Fair.
I get sad for her and for me.
What was it like holding/seeing your baby for the first time?
Be honest, most of that first day is a blur.
That's fair.
I don't really remember how I felt in the moment, because for the most part I was just...
you had much of a feeling, because I like look back at the video and you're just like...
I think it just wasn't like set in yet, because I think it's only been recently that I've actually been like excited to be a dad. Oh, what was that face?
To be fair, you have to take into consideration it was a very fast labor.
It was very fast. It wasn't an emotional labor either, really. Like,
no, it was honestly, we didn't do anything. We're in. I was bouncing on the little ball for a little bit, and then I had to lay on the bed because they had to monitor his heart more closely because it had kind of a murmur.
What
and
they thought was a murmur.
Yeah.
But
and I literally just kind of laid there and just took contractions. Like, I didn't really talk. I just sat there. So he just kind of sat there too, not bugging me. Like trying to mind his own business, so it really was, was like in and out.
I let the midwives and the the anesthesiologist just talk to you, figure out what you need, and then I was just
So
kind of
he was
there.
just kind of there.
First holding him for me was after you first held him, because you held him skin to skin first, and then it wasn't until like at least a half hour to an hour later, after you had tried nursing him and stuff, that they finally like they had me hold him to get him over to the table to do his vitals. And it was cool, it was fun, but I think my first thing of like, oh wow, this is him, wasn't me holding him, it was looking down, and there's a picture of me doing this. It was me like having him hold he was holding my finger down in the incubator thing. Yeah.
It's fresh in your mind if it is. What advice should I give my husband? The due date is soon.
What advice?
It was probably their first kid too.
Be willing to be a partner. I think a lot of times and I'm still trying to get better at this. There's this like cultural thing where the mom is the person that takes care of the baby. And I think that can be true to an extent. Mothers are good, probably better than most dads. Yeah, it depends. But a lot of times the mom's just better at nurturing, which is fine. However, you have to work together to raise. And I think that a lot of times it's just being willing to step in and help.
Learn how to read a woman's mind.
That's about what I was about to say, is like, learn what she needs before she says it. Because
sometimes we don't say it.
A lot of times she doesn't say what she wants, and then she gets mad at me when I don't know what she wants.
Parenting with Haley been easier or harder than expected?
Easier, actually.
Really?
Well,
that's good.
The thing is, she's kind of a paranoid mom.
All first-time moms.
I was about to say in a good way, because it makes it kind of easy on me, because you get to the point where you're just like, okay, I'm stepping in, and you take him and you do whatever needs to be done without like.
I have that problem where if he's crying, even though I know Brayden can handle it, I can't help myself but like try to do it. Are you hoping he joins the army when he grows up?
I think I would rather him join the Air Force.
Do you want to play airplane? Now that you've had one, how many do you want?
One. No.
Just because of this lack of sleep.
I would be okay stopping at 2 if we had a daughter.
If our next was a girl?
If we didn't have a daughter, I'd be okay with 3. If we didn't have a daughter again, I'd be okay with 4. But after 4 and we don't have a daughter,
we're just accepting that.
I think it would take a lot of convincing for me to try for a 5th.
It would take a lot of convincing for me to try for a 5th.
So I would be okay if Haley came home one day and was like, you know, we have our son, we have our daughter. I think that's good. I'd be like, sweet.
So what is something you miss pre-parent?
You and I spending time together.
That's true.
Frankly, like now, like we don't get like dates or anything like that. Like we hardly ever get to just sit and like watch a movie together or something, because one of us is usually always trying to take care of him. So
one of us is with him while the other's getting something done, and then we swap.
Yeah.
What's been the most surprising thing to you?
The lack of poopy diapers.
I know.
I was expecting so many more.
I was expecting blowouts.
Yeah.
He doesn't poop much.
I wasn't expecting to want to spend as much time with him as I do. And I wasn't expecting him to like me as much as he does. I don't know why.
You were convinced babies just don't like you.
I still am. He's the only one. He's the exception.
What was it like watching Haley go through labor?
Well, painless. For me.
Again, it wasn't a very
the labor, though it was intense for her at parts, you could tell.
At the end.
Yes, which, of course, you know, it's labor, you know.
I waited too long to get my epidural.
So yeah.
There wasn't much to it.
It wasn't much to it. It was pretty quick. I think if it had been longer, it would have been harder for me to, like, watch her going through it over again, but truly, she was a trooper and she pushed through it pretty easily, so.
Just kidding.
And watching the birth.
Oh yeah, did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
That'd be so crazy, like freaky.
It was weird watching him come out. because all of a sudden there was a head there. I was like, whoa, 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 wait a minute, that wasn't there a second ago. And then it was like, why does his head look like that?
It's a cone shape.
Yeah.
His wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. And again, he's kept a very round head his whole life.
Perfect.
So he is. He's just too good.
And last question, what's your favorite thing about Warren?
My favorite thing about Warren is his smile. Because, and you know, here's the thing. I don't spend a lot of time with babies. I never have. I've never wanted to. So I don't actually see babies interacting with the world much at all. And so now that I'm with one almost 24/7, it's fun to see him. Actually, I take that back. The smile, that's your general. I like seeing him start to learn things and like the development. Because now, like, just saying how you saw, like he saw it and he was interested and then he held it. The candy canes while they were still in their wrappers, when he was holding those, he liked those. So it's cool to kind of see him develop. It's cool to see when he recognizes things. Like us, our voices, when he recognizes people that he's not with all the time, like grandmas, grandpas, aunts, uncles, when he actually recognizes them.
The voice.
Yeah, and he can be like, oh hey, I kind of know you. Mm-hmm. Not that there's like too much of that right now because he's still only 4 months old, but
that was the cutest little cough.
It is funny when he definitely recognizes us.
Yeah.
And so it's really fun to come home and then be like, hi buddy, and he looks at me and lights up, and I like that.
Doesn't quite light up for me yet. He looks at me.
Yeah.
But he's a daddy's boy.
It's already, okay.
So it's fine. I'm actually happy that he's a daddy's boy because Brayden was never, I've always been obsessed with kids and I would be obsessed with him either way, but having him be a daddy's boy I think has made a stronger connection.
Oh, for sure.
Made it more exciting for you, so I'm fine with him being a daddy's boy. Well, that's it for now. Hopefully you will watch this when you're older and learn all the things that Dad feels truthfully about you.
Yes, because I just love you so much.
Anyway, thank you for everyone again for putting in the questions. If you're not already following me on Instagram, I'm the one who puts up all the questionnaires, the polls, all that yada yada
Don't
stuff.
follow me.
So
He never gets
It's pointless. We're gonna be honest.
I'll never learn.
He'll never get on.
Unless I get paid to do it, I will never learn.
So even if you're trying to message him, he'll never respond. Probably will never view it.
It's probably true.
So
I don't even get notifications on my phone for Facebook or Instagram.
Which is, that's, it's good that you're not addicted like I am. But we'll see you next week, maybe. No, you'll be gone.
I will be gone.
Next video. We'll see you next video. I'm done making promises as to when they will come out. But until then, we love you, Kirby family. Say adios.